Okay, this next question is, how can instructors successfully incorporate the principles of accessibility into their classes while quickly transitioning to an online or remote instructional environment? So I think this is probably the thing that most faculty who are concerned about accessibility are probably thinking about at this point in time. So one thing I think is a major thing. Try to limit your use of PDFs. I've been teaching almost 20 years in an online format and in an on-campus format, and I know that when I began, we all use PDFs because they could be opened on a Mac or a PC, or downloaded by students in a remote setting or rural setting. However, from an accessibility standpoint, PDFs are problematic. At least most of the PDFs that we use in instructional settings. I have a team of student workers who do remediation on documents. Probably 80% of what we get are scans of articles or book chapters, or potentially online versions from the publisher, through EBSCO or something like that, of articles. And most of those are at least not natively accessible without some remediation work. So I always try to say, limit your use of PDFs. And certainly if you're writing your lectures in Word or slides in PowerPoint, just upload the Word or PowerPoint. Don't put the PDF out there. That saves a lot of work right there. I do understand, and I know even at my institution, we use a lot of PDFs. Of course, we go through that process of making them accessible. Second thing you can do. So I would say most schools that I have worked with have some licensing for Office. And so on Office 2016, this would be an accessibility checker built in. And this allows the user, and I'll have some links to some of my blog posts from the past on how to use these. But these accessibility checkers will do a lot of the heavy lifting for you, doing checks for things like improper use of tables, URLs that are problematic. You'll get a lot of blank character issues on 2016. If you're using Office 365, they've changed some of the settings on 365 and on 2019, so that'll still do a lot of the checking. It won't catch everything that 2016. My recommendation in a normal world is try to do 2016 for your final checking, but try to get all of the issues gone. You'll have tips, warnings, and errors. Try to make all of them, because sometimes something isn't caught quite the way it should have been, but the program says there's some sort of an issue there. Try to get all of those things gone. With PowerPoints, I would say that typically with PowerPoint, sometimes there are images in Word documents, but PowerPoint is very visual. Alt text, alternative text for images. Think about how you're using what the images convey that you're trying to get across to the users.